Good morning, students. Now we are seeing the question of grammar lesson, right? It was written by whom? It was written by Richmal Compton. Okay. Have you all remembered the story, the previous story? For the characters, can you remember? The characters are William. It's the main characters, and Mr. Brown is William's father, Mrs. Brown William mothers, and Ethel is William's sisters, and Robert is William's mothers. Okay. I'm just going to recap of the previous story. Okay. So William get very bored and asked to his parents, what can I do? His fathers and mother said, you can sit quietly, you can do nothing, you can sit quietly, like that his parents told, and his mother also advised that you can draw or read something, and also if you like I would also teach you how to knit, like that his mother also advised. Then in an angry mood he went to his sister. His sister also said did not wanted him. So if you have, what are you doing, like that his friend asked. He replied that nothing. So if you have nothing, please go out, like that. His sister also does not wanted William. So in an angry manner he went out. Okay. Again he went to his brother. Brother also rejected a William. So everybody are hating a William. So again he went to a bitter way of life. Again he went to his mother and asking, can I go out? His mother told, you should not go out. Again and again he is disturbing his mother. She is counting something, 12 and 8 pence, like that. She is counting something. He is coming and disturbing her. So in an angry way, his mother told, go to your father and ask these questions, like that. His mother also rejected a William. So this is what we have seen in the previous story. So all of them are rejecting a William. So everyone does not want a company of a William. So was so much upset to that. Okay. This is what we have seen in the previous one. Now we shall continue the rest of the story. Okay. He turned to the what we have seen, that is his mother is told us, oh go to your father and ask. So William, he went out. Till that only we have seen. Next one is, he turned to the dining room where his father was still reading a paper. The sigh with which his father greeted his entrance was not one of a relief. Okay. He returned to the time here. His father is reading a newspaper only. Okay. He is in a dining room and reading a newspaper. Okay. If you have come to ask question, he begged threateningly. So his father is asking, you are coming for asking question. He in a threatened manner, his father is asking to William. You have come for asking question. Like that, his father is asking to William. I have not, said William quickly. Father, when you are all away on Saturday, can I have a party? Like that he asks. Okay. His father is asking, you are coming for asking question because he has many questions to ask. No. So in a threatened manner, his father is asking. For that, William replied, no father, I am not coming for asking question. He said, can I have a party on Saturday? On Saturday, can I have a party? Like that, William asked to his father. No, of course not, said his father irritably. So his father said that, no, of course not. Okay, his father told what? No, of course. No, of course not. Okay, his father replied that, no, of course not. So he is asking for the party. Okay. His father replied what? No, of course not. Okay. Can't you do something? You can arrange for some other things. So his father is asking, can't you do something? The sort of thing I want to do, they don't want me to do. And the sort of things I don't want to do, they want me to do. Mother said to knit. Okay. The sort of thing means what are the things the William wanted to do, the parents are not allowing. Okay. Okay, what their wish, what a parents are willing, they are forcing them to do a William. So for example, his mother asked him to knit. So he does not like knitting, but his mother said knit, like that his mother is knitting. So what are the things the William wanted to do, the parents are not allowing him to do. Okay, what the parents are willing only the William should do. Like that only they are saying the sort of things I want to do, they don't want me to do. Okay, what I want to do, the parents are not allowing me to do. The sort of things I don't want to do, they want me to do. So what I don't need to do, they are forcing me to do. Example, he don't like knitting, but he continuously, his mother said that knit, knit, knit. He don't like that. Even though he don't like that, they are forcing. Okay, so only they are telling. Okay, his corn and furry were indescribable. His father looked out of the window. Okay, a scorn means a verb. Okay, in Tamil we will say verb, and furry means very great anger. So his angers, his scorns are impossible to describe. Okay, indescribable means impossible to describe. Okay, indescribable means what? Impossible to describe. Furry means very great anger. Okay, in a great anger, very great anger. Indescribable. Indescribable means impossible to describe. Okay, so his corns and furry are impossible to describe. Why it is impossible to describe? Because everybody are rejecting William. He is asking for the party. For that party also his father told no, of course not, like that his father also told. Okay, so only he is impossible to describe his expressions. Okay, his father looked out of the window. Thank heaven it stopped raining. Go out. William went out. So finally it stopped raining. Okay, the father sees out of the window, the rain has stopped. So his father told, okay, now you can go out and play with your friends. Like that his father allowed William to go out and play. Okay, William, he went out. He came home wet and dirty and cheerful. He approached his father fiercely. So already it's a rain. No, rain has stopped. He had played with the rain. So his dress became very wet and dirty. So he came to his father. He came and approached his father. Did you say I would have a party, father? He said casually. Did you say I would have a party, father? He said casually. So while he was talking to his father, casually he is asking, okay, do you say okay for the party? Shall I have a party? You have said okay for that, like that. He asked casually. Okay. No, I did not, said Mr. Brown firmly. Mr. Brown is his father. Okay. So he is asking, do you say that I would have a party? You have said okay for the party, like that. He asked casually. For that his father told, no, I did not. Okay. No. What does his father told? No, I did not. First what his father told? No, of course not. Then what he told? No, I did not. Okay. So his father is rejecting. Okay, rejecting the party. Okay. William, let the matter rest for the present. Okay. We can leave this matter. We are asking many questions like shall I have a party? So father is rejecting that one. So we can stop asking that. Let the matter be the present, like that his William told to himself. Okay. What we have learned? So here William is asking for the party. Can I have a party on a Saturday? For that his father told, no, of course not. No, I did not. Okay, his father told no, not to conduct a party. So at last the rain has stopped. So he went out and he played with his friends. And he became very wet and dirty, and again he approached his father and he casually asked, can I have a party? You have said okay for the party. In a casual manner he is asking. His father told, no, I did not say like this. I did not said like this. No, you should not have a party. Again he told his father told a friendly, okay, in a conditioned manner he told, okay. So Mr. William, he thought that okay, we can leave this matter for the present. Like that he left the matter, okay. He spent most of the English grammar class in the school next morning considering it. So on the next day he go to the schools. In the schools the English grammar class was conducting, okay. So the teacher name is Miss Joan, okay. Miss Joan is the English teacher, okay. Miss Joan, okay. Miss Jones, okay. Miss Jones is the English teacher, okay. The English teacher is taking a grammar class, okay. There was a great deal to be said for the party in the absence of one parents and grown-up brother and sisters. He would like to ask Charles and Ginger and Henry and Douglas and heaps of them. He would like to ask them all. They were the whole class, 30 in number. So in the grammar class he is thinking over about the party. Can I have a party? So in the party his parents won't be there, his brother and sisters won't be there. So it is possible to have a party without these persons. Like that he is thinking over and asking to his friends. Who are the friends' names? Charles, Ginger, Henry and Douglas. So he is asking to these persons, okay. So can I have a party? So we can call the whole class for the party. They are 30 in number, okay. He is thinking about the party and sharing his feelings to his friends, okay. What have just been saying William? So it is in a grammar class, right? The teacher is teaching the class. He is thinking and asking to his friends. By the time the teachers he pointed out William and asked, what have just been saying William? What I am teaching, like that. The teacher is asking to William because he is not attentive in the class, okay. Why? He is thinking about the party, whether to have a party or not, whether to invite the whole class or not. That discussion was there in the mind. So he is not attending. That's why the teacher is pick a William and ask, what I am teaching, what I am teaching, can you say? Like that the teacher is asking to William. William sighed. Sighed means a deep breath that you are tired and sad. When you are tired or sad, you will be doing what? You will be doing a deep breath. Oh no, that's known as a sigh. William sighs. What's it? Anything about a participle? He remembered something vaguely about participles, but it might not have been today. So he said particles. You are taking a particles, like that. William is telling to the teacher. So the teacher told, no, I am not taking a participle today. So the topic of the grammar class is not a participle today. It has been taken a very long day ago. But now we are saying a particles, like that the teacher is telling. Mr. Jones groaned. Groan means to make a deep sad sound. That is known as a ground, okay. That was ever so long ago. William, she said, you have not been attending. So the teacher told that you have not been attending the class. I am not taking a particles today. The another topic only is there, like that the teacher is telling. William cleared his throat with a certain dignity and made no answer, okay. So with a very good boy, dignity means with a serious face. As a good boy, he stand up and see the teacher, and he is clearing his throat. When the teacher asks questions, if you don't know answer, what you will do? You will stand in a somewhat way and you will look at the teacher. In that way, the William also looking, okay. He told that the particles, the grammar topic, particles was taken, but definitely the particles was not taken by the teacher. Another grammar topic only was taken by the teacher. He is not attending the class. The particles has been taken a very long day ago, but now you are saying like that you are not attending the class, like that the teacher scolded William, okay. Tell him, Henry, the teacher told, tell him tell him like that, Henry. Henry, who is Henry? Henry is, William friend is Henry. Henry ceased with enrolling occupation of trying to push a fly into his ink well with his nib and answered mechanically. So the teacher is asking Henry to tell the answer. Okay, here Henry ceased. Ceased means stopped. Okay, ceased means stopped. And enthralling means interesting. Enthralling means interesting. Okay. So the teacher asked the William to say the answers. Okay. So tell him, Henry. Henry seized with the enthralling occupations of trying to push out a fly into a ink well with his nib and answered mechanically. So he is doing something and he answered. Two negatives makes an affirmative. Okay. Two negatives makes an affirmative. He says. Okay. Two negative makes an affirmative. So here two negatives makes an affirmative. Okay, this was the Henry told. Two negatives makes an affirmative. So what is the meaning of two negative makes an affirmative? So the meaning is, if there are two negative words in the same sentences, means that sentence makes into a positive one. Affirmative means a positive. Okay, affirmative means what? A positive. Okay. Two negative makes an affirmative. So in English, it will be there. Okay, in English, if there are two negative words in the same sentences, means the sentences is a positive one. We should consider this sentences as a positive one. Okay, can you students, can you understand this? So if there is two negative words in the same sentences, means you have to consider this sentences as a positive one, that is an affirmative one. So this is a meaning. Okay. So Henry told two negatives makes an affirmative. Okay. Say that William. Henry told this. No. So the teacher is asking William to repeat it. Say that William. William repeated it without betraying any great interest in fact. Okay. He just repeated two negatives makes an affirmative. So he does not makes an answer. No. So he is asking, the teacher asked his friend to say the answer. He told the correct answer. So the teacher is asking William to repeat the answer. He just repeated two negatives makes an affirmative. Without any great interest, he just replied. Okay. William sighed. Now, William repeated it without betraying any great interest in fact. Okay. Yes. What's a negative? William, again the teacher is asking what is a negative. Here, what is a negative, like that this teacher is asking. For that he is telling. William sighed. Something about photographs? He said obligingly. Okay. No, snapped Mrs. Jones. She found Williams under heat. William particularly rather trying. Okay. So what is negative, like that the teacher is asking. For that he told something about a photograph. In the photograph he will be having a negative. No. So he think of that and says something about photograph, like that he told. Okay. So the teacher is giving the explanation of a negative. She asked now what is negative. For that William told the wrong answer. So now the teacher, she explains to William that is, it's no and not makes, it's no and not, and affirmative is yes. Okay. So if there is a no and not, and then affirmative is yes. Okay. No, not. So if no or not in the same sentences, means you have to consider the sentences as a positive only. Affirmative, that is affirmative sentences, that is a yes. Okay. It's no and not, and affirmative is yes. The teacher is explaining. So again he said, oh, said William politely. He told that, okay. So, two no's and not means yes if they are in the same sentences. The teacher explained that if two no's and nots means yes if they are in the same sentences. The teacher explains this. Two no's and nots means yes. So, the teacher is explaining that if two no's and not means yes, the same sentences. So, for example, there is no money in the box. Okay, example. For this, I will give you the example. Okay. There is not no money in the box. So see the sentence. There is not no money in the box. So in the sentences there is not and no are there. So if it is two negative words are there in the same sentences, means you have to consider the sentences as a positive one, that is an affirmative one. So the meaning of this is there is some money in the box. So that's not no money in the box. Okay. So the original meaning is there is some money in the box. Okay. This is the original meaning. Okay. So it will be little confusing in English grammar. So most probably we don't use that. If we use that, we'll be get very confused to read. We will misunderstand it. So if you to read it, you also get a misunderstand to the sentences, right? There is not no money in the box. So here no and not are the negative sentences. So if there are two negative words or they are in the same sentences, means you have to consider this sentences as a positive one. That is, it's a affirmative one. There is not no money in the box means there is some money in the box. You have to consider this. Okay, students, have you are clear with this? No, not means yes. If no and not are there in the same sentence, means you have to consider the sentences as a affirmative only. Okay, the example is there is not no money in the box. The meaning, original meaning is there is some money in the box only. Okay, so two no's and not means yes if they are in the same sentences. If you said there is not no money in the box, you mean there is some money in the box. You have to consider it. William considered. He said, oh, again. Then he seemed suddenly to become an intelligent. Then suddenly he became intelligent. Then he said, so after understanding, after giving these explanation by the teacher only, he can understand and he got very intelligent, and he says, if you say no and not in the same sentences, does it means yes? So if that's what the teacher has told, again he is repeating no and not means yes. Like that he is asking to his teacher. Certainly, the teacher told yes. William smiled. William smiled is a rare thing. Thank you, he said. Why does he smile? What made him to smile? Can you guess anything? From the previous one, you can recollect and you can have some idea. Why he smiles? Think it over, okay? Mrs. Jones was quite tight. That's all right, William, she said. I'm glad you are being taken interest in your work. Okay, I'm very happy you have taken interest in listening the class, and so I'm very happy like that, the teacher told. William was murmuring to himself, okay? Was murmuring to himself. No, of course not, and no, I did not. And no and not means yes. So he meant yes, of course, and yes, I did. So see here, what does this father told? No, of course not. No, I did not. So he is relating a grammar class to the words of the father. These are the words of the father. So here also two negative words are there in the same sentences. So see here, first he told no, of course not. So here what are the two negative words? That is no and not, which means yes. Yes, of course. He thought, okay. He thought that yes. this is the first one, this is the second sentence. Okay, for the first sentences he thought that no, of course not. Here there are the two negative words, so I have to consider this sentences as a positive one, that is affirmative one. So yes, of course. Yes, he thought, yes, of course. See the second sentences. No, I did not. Here what are the negative words? No and the not. So you have to consider the sentences as a positive one. So yes, I did. So he got confused with the grammar class and he misunderstood, and he told that yes, of course, yes, I did. The father said to arrange for the party, like that. He misunderstood and he has arranged for the party. No, of course not, and no, I did not, and no and not means yes. So he made yes, of course, yes, I did. So he misunderstood and he has arranged for the party. His father told no, of course not, no, I did not. He misunderstood with the grammar class and father told that yes for the party, and he also arranged for the party. So till now we shall continue the rest of the things in the next class. Till now what we have seen. So he is disturbing his mother. So his mother asked him to go to the father. So while going to the father, he is asking, shall I have a party on a Saturday, like that. His father told no, of course not. Okay. Then again he is disturbing his father, and suddenly the rain has stopped. So his father asked him to go out and play. So he went out and played. He became very wet and dirty. Again he come and asking to his father casually, would you say okay for the party, like that? His father again told, no, I did not, like that he told. So he just leave this one, and then the next class, that's in school, it was a grammar class. He is thinking over whether to have a party without the parents and the siblings, like that. He is discussing with his friend. At that time, the teacher picked the William and asked the question what I am teaching. He just simply told a participles, but the teacher is not taking a participle. It has been taken a very long day ago, but now we are saying a participle. So the teacher asking Henry, his friend, to say the answer. He told that two negatives makes an affirmative. So what's the meaning of that? If there is a two negative words in the same sentences, means you have to consider that sentences as a yes one. So Henry told this. The teacher asked him to repeat it, and the teacher asked what do you mean by negative. He does not know the correct answer. Then the teacher explains this. No, not means yes. Two no's and not means yes. Okay, this was the teacher has explained. So that means if there is a two negative words in the same sentence, means you have to consider it is a positive one. The example is there is not no money in the box, means there is a money in the box, like that you have to take into consider. Then he understands. So now he has clear up with this. Now he laughed. Why he laughed means he is relating English class to the words of the father. His father told no, of course not, no, I did not. So here there is a two negative one. So he considers this sentences as a positive one. That is yes, of course, and no, I did not is yes, I did. Like that okay, father has said okay for the party. Like that he guessed and he has arranged for the party. He misunderstand these and he has arranged the party. He is relating father words to the grammar class, and he misunderstand, and also he has arranged for the party. Okay. The homework for today is you have to learn these new words and go through this story. Thank you.